and watch the step cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you know, man, that this video was brought to you by Print Champs. They do all my merchandise, and they could do yours too if you need some help with that, man. But that's where you will find the iconic Hurt Season hats that sweep in the city. So the link for the hats and all my other merchandise will be in the description for this video. Let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles handling business and improving the 7-1 in dramatic fashion, might I add, by blowing out the New York Football Giants by a score of 48-22. Jalen Hurts set the tone for this game from the opening drive. From the opening drive, he set the tone. 8-minute drive, 7 points, Miles Sanders touchdown. It was a beauty. It was a beauty. Jalen Hurts threw the ball with precision. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts was the commanding force in this game. The commanding force in this game. Beautiful pass after beautiful pass by Jalen Hurts, who finished the game with, I believe, 217 yards, 70 yards rushing. A.J. Brown, you know what I mean, eclipsed the 1,000-yard mark and the 10-touchdown mark in this season for a wide receiver position. Miles Sanders eclipsed the 10-touchdown mark and 1,000-yard mark for a running back this season. Jalen Hurts eclipsed the 3,000 passing yard mark this game and 10 rushing touchdowns. It's actually the first time in NFL history or franchise history, whatever it may be, that you have a quarterback with 10 rushing touchdowns, a running back with 10 rushing touchdowns, and a wide receiver with 10 receiving touchdowns. That lets you know how dynamic your quarterback is when you can have all of those things happening in one time. The New York Giants, they just not on our level. You know what I mean? I don't think they really came into this game thinking that they could win this game. I think they came into this game, looking to get some good rec, because what's more important for them is next week against, the Washington Commanders. This game was also important being as though it was a division game. But you know what I mean? I just felt like, all week that they really already knew what it was. And, credit to the Philadelphia Eagles and this coaching staff for not really letting dudes hang around. There's a lot of that happening in the NFL. You see the Dallas Cowboys let the Texans hang around. They should have lost that game. You know what I mean? Dak Prescott horrendous again. Multiple interception game. But you know what I mean? We go out there and handle business. We not like them. It don't matter if they win because we keep winning. You know what I mean? It does not matter if they win because we keep winning. And this all three phases of the game, again, for the second week in a row, have clicked. Big return by Boston Scott in this game. TJ Edwards was locked in, tackles, jumping routes, all type of stuff. We held Saquon Barkley in check. We knew we needed to do that. Not really worried about the passing game of Daniel Jones and those guys. We were able to hold those guys in check as well. You know what I mean? Really impressed with how we were able to execute at will. You know what I mean? It's not a lot to say bad about this performance from the Philadelphia Eagles. The second week in a row where Gardner Minshew was able to get some playing time because our first unit and the leader of our football team, Jalen Hurts, who is bona fide at this point, got to be the front runner for MVP. You know what I mean? Is handling business at a magnitude that's keeping Gardner Minshew warm with him getting some reps. I've never seen somebody get as much reps as Gardner Minshew, you playing behind an MVP candidate. Yeah, we could go out there and pad stats if we want, but that's not what we really in this thing for. We in this thing for the extra bye. We are clearly and visibly trying to get the number 1 seed, and I like that. And we getting some help from, the Minnesota Vikings in that regard. You know what I mean? I think the Dallas Cowboys might have leapfrogged the Minnesota Vikings in rankings. They might be number 2 after Minnesota lost and the Dallas Cowboys won. But you know what I mean? It is what it is. It don't matter. Those are 2 10-win teams. We have 12 of them things. So we are the best team in the National Football League. We got the Chicago Bears next week. We're going to take care of business on the road. I believe in that game as well. But I'm really, really impressed with the way that Jalen Hurts is continuing to prove that he is that guy from behind the pocket, and when the pocket breaks down or if there's nothing available, he can run as a secondary option. The development of Jalen Hurts is why we're here. We can talk about all the offseason acquisitions. People can make excuses after excuse after excuse for why we're in a position that we're in. But if Jalen Hurts don't develop, you don't have a 10-touchdown, 1,000-yard season for AJ. You don't have that. If Jalen Hurts don't develop, Devontae Smith doesn't duplicate, the receptions that he had as a rookie last year. He had 64 last year. I think he got 64 again this year already with like 4 games to go. You know what I mean? If Jalen Hurts doesn't develop, it's not this easy for the defense, who also had a field day. Brandon Graham, 2 sacks. Josh Sweat off his side with the combination of Hassan Reddick off his side is proven to be a really, really dynamic duo for the Philadelphia Eagles moving forward. I mean, you see, you just see that this is a special unit. You see it. I hope Reed Blankenship is okay. I hope everybody that was nicked up in this game is okay, because they got to do something about that field in MetLife. Yeah, a real dynamic duo was being built, you know what I mean, with Josh Sweat and you know what I mean, Hassan Reddick coming off his side. They need to do something with that field in MetLife. We could have had some real costly injuries. You know what I mean? That's a $1 billion franchise playing with some of the raggediest field in the National Football League. Come on, man. We out here trying to win a Super Bowl. We don't got time to be out there potentially getting hurt due to y'all negligence. So please clean that up. We would greatly appreciate that. Next time we got to come there and put a 40 burger on y'all head, Giants Nation. So yeah, man, everything that was supposed to happen definitely happened in this game. We were the better team offensively. We're the better team defensively. I fully expected to walk away with this win. I fully expected it to be a body bag and a bloodbath. I feel like since the Titans game, really since Green Bay, the Philadelphia Eagles have been in a different gear, in a different mood. You see guys on the sidelines happy, clapping it up and things of that nature, and you see the temperament of Jalen Hurts. Business as usual. Everybody is food in the eyes of Jalen Hurts, and it's good to have a leader that strong and a guy that's willing to make sure that is the point of emphasis moving forward, because a championship is all that matters. You know what I mean? Enjoy this, Eagles Nation. Enjoy being 12-1. Enjoy going out there and putting your best foot forward every week. Enjoy having the quarterback that you have, because you could have that guy. You could have that guy that's running around out here with like 9 interceptions in 9 games or something like that. Whatever he over there doing, you could be that guy. Jalen Hurts is the MVP front runner. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC East, and that's the bottom line.